check. 1, 2. Here we are. Back in the building. Blue fight. You know. It's going down. It's your man Simeon. And it's the Fly Guy on the Real Talk Podcast, where we talk about everything. Sports. We talk about politics. Yeah, I've been learning. I've been stepping up on my politics, y'all, because I always say I don't like talking about politics, but I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Because why? It's necessary.
It's called being open-minded.
That's it. I'm gonna be open-minded from now on. I promise you. So I'm gonna.
And we talk business and entertainment, and of course, there is sports talk with Simeon Henderson.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. And you can join the conversation at 708-223-8953. Join the conversation tonight. Real Talk, the intellectual podcast at Intellectual Radio, where we feed your what? Your brain.
Your brain.
At 708-223-8953. Simeon coming up off of the weekend, my brother. Man, how was it?
Let me tell you like this. I'm full. We had a great weekend. We had the Be Symbolic scholarship.
I would say we had an extraordinary weekend.
Oh, we had the weekend was off the chain. It was great. People came out. People supported. They showed up. They showed out. Everybody, I want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors, all the people that bought tickets, all the people that donated, everybody that contributed. Thank you guys so much. It was a great event, and I'm pretty sure that my mom is proud. And that's one of the things that I strive to do is make her proud, because she was an educator. Her mom was an educator, and we have educators all through the family, and what we do is education. So it's really cool to be able to give back. And the young man, Steven and VNA, they really appreciate the scholarships that we were able to give them. We followed them through college, and we were able to give the scholarships, and it was cool. And I'm looking forward to it being bigger next year. I want to give even more money. I want to make more of a difference and more of an impact in these young people's lives. So we're going to keep on going with it.
It's all about being philanthropic, and it's all about culture for service and service for humanity. Serving humanity is first and foremost. You see that we are representing the #1 frat. We are men of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. We all know that Phi Beta Sigma and Z Phi B is the only true frat and sorority.
That's what we say, but we know it's other ones, y'all.
We know it's other ones.
We do know that.
The best. But yeah, it's all about culture for service and service for humanity, and so helping the next generation and honoring the legacy of Mother Emma K. Whiteman and Simeon. This was not only the Be Symbolic Scholarship golf outing, this was the 6th annual Be Symbolic Scholarship golf outing. And tell them, Sam, what does it mean to be symbolic? What is Be Symbolic all about?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say one thing and then go right into that. We had the Panhell was out. We had Sigma Gamma Rhos, we had AKAs, we had Alphas, we had Deltas. So we had everybody come out. So it's really cool that the Divine Nine supports. And guess what? You know I made them wear blue and white, right? The bracelets are blue. If you want to get a Be Symbolic bracelet, all you gotta do is inbox us. You can get a shirt, a hat, whatever you need, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, just inbox and you can get one. But Be Symbolic means simply your best, and being deeply rooted stimulates growth. There's something that was given to me. God gave it to me when I was a young guy, and it was one of those things where no matter what people said about me, I knew I had to simply be my best, and I knew the only way to do that was to dig deep. And my mom taught me Philippians 4:13 before I could even read. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I held on to that verse, and I learned it, and I knew it, and I knew verses, and I memorized verses before I could even read. So, but it was one of those things where she said, don't let someone's opinion become your reality, right? And people can say and have their opinion, but the final say for your life and what you do is up to you. So if you have a vision, bring that vision to pass. Don't stop. Chase your dreams. It's a dream is nothing if you don't put action towards it. So your dreams are worthy.
And that's so true. You know what? Because as the old adage goes, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So it's the same thing, you know.
Hey, what's my favorite word? No, I'm just joking.
Hey, so you know what? He always got to take something great and grand and convert it into
I
something
do.
urban and unintellectual at intellectual radio.
Hey, as I
Leave it to
always say,
Simeon Henderson.
looking back over the years.
But as we are celebrating coming off of successes in the city of Chi, that's who we are. We are the Chi. We want to say congratulations to Sister Mary Green on 30 years of excellence with the Black Women's Expo. Now, the Black Women's Expo has been going on for 3 decades.
Yes.
And a little backstory, Mary Green decided years ago that at year 25, she was going to stop doing the expo. Her goal initially was 25 and done. Well, Mary was empowered and inspired by Chicagoans and people that came out and supported it, all the camaraderie and the empowerment and inspiration behind the expo to keep flourishing and keep paying it forward. And so now she's at year 30. She did the Phenomenal Awards as a kickoff gala where she honored ABC7, Cheryl Burton, the executive president of ABC7, in addition to Cheryl Burton. She honored iHeartRadio for being an ongoing sponsor and several others that have assisted her with producing a phenomenal show. I'm excited to have been a part of the expo and the show and tell that it offers. Years ago, I brought the youth empowerment there through Chicago, introduced youth and gave them the effective engagement with none other than Robin
I
Roberts of
remember that.
GMA.
I
Yep,
remember that.
yes, indeed.
That year, I think how many that I don't I want to say it was that year, but I don't know if you remember. I don't know if it was that year or just a different year when you were there. When I was there, when I was working with WCIU and
Yes.
Monica, I got to introduce Monica and all of them and work with the ladies at the Black Expo, and then I got to do it again, not last year, but the year before.
Year before.
Yeah,
Yes,
the year
yes, I
before.
do.
So
Yes, I
it's
do.
one of those things, man. Working with the Black Women's Expo, for me, it fills me up because I love to see Black women doing great things because my mom was a Black woman, and but I just know that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women. So we have to always treat them with the utmost respect. And even if you feel like they don't deserve it, you still deserve to treat them like you would treat your mama.
No, our women deserve it. And you know,
No, I'm talking about no, you know what I mean when I say that.
oh, I get
I'm
you.
talking
I
about when
get
they be
you.
like, "You win."
I get
You
you,
see my
brother.
head
I
rolling.
get you rolling that neck. But yeah,
Hey
the
Wanda.
Black Women's Expo has been a treat. Mary has introduced some pioneers to us. I also had the pleasure of sitting at the feet of Auntie Maxine Waters, being the
Oh
keynote speaker
yes,
a few
yes,
years ago.
yes.
She had a kickoff reception. Danny Davis, Jesse Jackson, Maxine Waters was the keynote speaker. And then a few years ago, I was there as a host and correspondent for a television network. And so Simeon was there with me for that.
Yes, the what's the name of
Beastfire TV
Beastfire
network.
TV?
Yes,
Yes, yes,
indeed.
that's it. Yes.
Beastfire TV. So I've had a great opportunity and experience with supporting Mary and the Black Women's Expo. And Mary, we look forward to 30 more years. So you got to keep pushing, praying until something happens. Push and pay,
When
Mary. Pay and push, Mary.
when is the Black Women's Expo?
The Black Women's Expo is usually the first weekend in August. That's typically when it is.
But
Now, it can
wasn't-
always change. It was just August 2nd.
Was it last weekend?
Yeah, it was last week. That's why we talking about it, because it was just a week ago.
Well, how did I miss?
Now,
Oh,
why
no,
you on
no,
here
I know why I
acting like
missed
you
it.
don't know what's going on?
I know why I missed it. No,
What's
man,
that
It
about?
was so much going on, man, with this golf outing and all this stuff. We didn't get to go to the Billiken parade this year because we were so busy getting ready for the golf outing, and we had
Exactly.
press passes and all of that. And maybe this weekend, Friday, I'm trying to find out, and especially if Fly Guy is available, they want Fly Guy and I to come to the XL Film Festival to do a couple of shows, a couple of our podcast.
Okay.
So if we're going to be able to do that, we'll be at the XL Film Festival this weekend. But yes, the Black Women's Expo was last weekend. It was just so much going on, and it's been a lot going on in Chicago.
Well, we're busy, brother, and so
That's a good
that's
thing.
where we have the opportunity to multitask. So Fly Guy will keep Simeon in the know in the future, so that when he gets on here, he's not questioning
Hey.
when was the event. But as he stated, we also had the 96th annual Bud Billiken Back to School Parade in the Chi City took over this past weekend. But I am excited because Bud Billiken represents literacy, it represents
Yes,
education.
everything.
We teaching our young people to rock the grade in the classroom. We gave out scholarships for
Yeah.
higher ed. So we were all aligned, brother. Tell me about what was your best experience with the Bud Billiken Day Parade?
I was telling my friend about this. When I was a kid, I got to march in the parade. I was on the drill team. So I got to be on the drill team, which is funny because I'm a Sigma and we do drills, step in drills and all that. So I got to do that when I was a kid. But here is a full circle moment for me. When I became an on-air personality for WCIU, I got to be on the TV on the float and
Right. I
waving at the
remember that. Yes.
people throwing stuff at me, throwing
Mardi
kisses.
Gras.
It was cool.
Mardi
It
Gras.
was cool. So, like, that was a full circle moment for me. I remember when my mom used to take us to the Bud Billiken parade every year without fail. And Mr. Emery, he's not living no more, but Mr. Emery, Wanda, he was the guy that came to the neighborhood and put the drill teams and stuff together. So we got the drill. I don't know if you remember back in the day with Coca-Cola when they had the drill team and stuff. We got to do that. So it was so dope. As a kid, I saw my Uncle Kenny, my Uncle Joe, my Uncle Bebe. I saw them doing it, and it made me want to do it, and I got to do it. So I love the Bud Billiken Parade.
But Billiken is all that.
Yes.
And of course, Fly Guy has been in the parade on 3 different occasions. And I'm just excited about the pride and the excellence. This is showcasing Black excellence, Black
Yes.
inspiration. Our morale and our momentum is to provide opportunities for our young people to reach their
Mhm.
full potential in life.
Yes.
And that's what this brings about. But it seems like 96 years. So the Bud Billiken Parade,
Let's
if
see.
you don't know, is the second largest parade in the world next to
Yeah.
the Rose Bowl. And it is the largest African American
Yes.
parade in the world. So this is a historic parade, and we're almost there as a century
Yeah.
old.
I mean, look, it's 96 years. You're what, 67?
You know what? You got
So
jokes. You got jokes. So you want to act like I was part of the planning team for the Bud Billiken Parade.
Hey, he was on that first line, y'all.
Oh, he got real jokes. I'm a founder.
Hey, look, Fly Guy, y'all know, y'all watch the show. I always wait for my opportunity to crack on Fly Guys.
He always
Fly
got
Guy is
jokes.
nowhere near 60, y'all. I'm just talking
That's
crazy.
okay. That's okay.
58.
Keep living.
Say it again.
Keep living.
Keep
you
living.
gonna get older. You want to get to 96. Like you
Man,
want your
look,
name to be Bud Billiken.
I want a Bud
Because
Billiken.
you got 2 options. You can live or die.
Hey.
What's your pick? That's it.
They can call me Bo Billiken.
That's it. That's it. But as we said, in political news, there is a fight now also going on in the Chi. Baby, the Texas Dems have arrived and they are here full force. They said, we ain't going back. They just took that Kamala Harris narrative mantra and they have made it and brought it to life. Tim, talk to me now. What does this look like?
It only took Trump showing his whole natural behind
Dude,
for them to do it.
Now
That's all it took for him to he just refused to pull his pants up. He just gonna walk everywhere he go, his ass is out. He don't care. He just gonna show it. It's just crazy the stuff he does.
He has no scruples.
The man has said, now, you know how they had common law marriage, Wanda, it was like at 10 years. The man said, if you've been together 5 years, you married. You married. You've been together 5 years, you married.
You know what? That's not even funny.
Look,
a group
4
of
years and 11
Democrats,
months and 29 days. You
not
better
even,
break up.
You know, it's not even funny.
What
And
y'all
the
think?
sad part about it is this dude don't even know when people laughing at him versus laughing with him.
Look.
How ignorant can you be? But back to the Texas Dems, brother. A group of Texas Democrats have come to Illinois ahead of a controversial vote in the state's legislature that could help determine control of Congress. So the Republicans are trying to control Congress. The Texas Democrats have left, so they don't have to attend the caucus to vote.
Exactly.
So they have left. Now what they're threatening to do is arrest them. And they had to shift moving their hotel because there was a bomb threat at the hotel where they're staying in Illinois. How
But
ludicrous
on
is
what
that?
grounds are you arresting them? And Fly Guy, I gotta people watching us live, somebody gonna say, "What's up, little guy?" Who you calling little guy? Is it me or Fly Guy? I'm trying to figure this out. Who's the little guy?
That, that that's that's
Now,
that's
what's up, everybody
that's
tuning in?
cool.
Good to
That's
see y'all.
cool. But they don't want them to have quorum.
But
So
why?
because the Republicans are trying to control Congress
Mhm.
and the Democrats are fighting with
Yes.
everything that we have. So if it means fleeing the state so that they don't have to participate in
Mhm.
this,
They
that's a
getting up out of there.
strategy.
Yes, it
And
is.
Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton was with several of them this past weekend because I saw her. She was with several of them. Governor Pritzker has put them
I
up
saw
in a
that.
hotel.
Yes, I saw that.
And but the interesting thing is, who threatens to bomb a hotel with the people in it because they won't go back to Texas?
What you mean? Who? You know
They,
who?
but who does that? That's the question.
I see.
Not literally
I
who
see.
it
I
is,
see why.
but who does that? Why is the National Guard taking over Washington, D.C. when crime was already down? So now this dude
First
gonna
of
go
all-
back and say he dispatched the National Guard,
Exactly. That's
so
it.
he got crime down.
Smoke-
Crime was already
Bro,
down.
it's all smoke and mirrors. Period. It's all smoke and mirror. And the reality of it is, Trump is doing what the Republicans want done. He's the front man. He's the face. He's the person that just don't give a, like NWA said.
Well, he don't give a damn.
Exactly. So, and he gonna go out there and show his. He's trying to make it where you don't even have to run for president anymore. Like,
Well,
you-
because he
or-
thinks he's a
and-
monarch and he
and I
wants
don't-
to be a dictator.
and
He's
not only
not a
that,
monarch.
where you can have another term. You're supposed to only have 2 terms. He's trying to make it where there's no limit on the terms you can serve.
Once again, he wants to be a monarch. You know, he vibes with people like Vladimir Putin and
Mhm.
people in foreign countries where dictatorship is allowed. We have autonomy. We have a democracy.
Right.
So therefore, we don't operate and function under a
Exactly.
dictatorship. And you're not going to stand up and destroy this country. The people aren't going to let it happen. And unfortunately, there are more people that look like him that's starting
To go
to
against
be
it. Yes,
exactly
yes.
that's starting to be his opposition.
Yes.
So the combativeness is not necessarily with black and brown
Mm-hmm.
people anymore, because people have opened their eyes and realized when that man was saying everything that he said, that he was also talking to them.
Yeah.
See, it was okay as long
people-
as they thought he was talking to everybody
He
except
was talking
them.
to, and that's what tripped me out. When I told people, I had a couple of my Spanish friends. They voted.
And they voted for him.
Yes, and then they had
After
nerve
the
to
comedian got up and ridiculed
they had the
Hispanic
nerve to
people.
ask me, Simone, what do you think about it?
Simone.
And that's what they call
Is it Simone or Simeon?
No, it's Simeon, but to them it's Simone.
Simone.
I told him like this. One, I looked at him, I said, y'all voted for him. I said, and now one of your parents got sent back, your brother got sent
unfortunate.
back, your cousin got sent back, and then his wife got sent back. And I said, what did you think he was gonna do? He told you what he was
And
gonna
now
do.
Pilsen is shut down.
It
You all
was-
not even have a
Man,
community
look,
fest because you're trying to
look,
avoid ice.
Because they have over in Cicero, they have pictures. You know how they put lost dogs up, and then they have pictures of the trucks that ICE is driving for you to look out for so you won't get scooped up. One of my good friends, his cousin almost got scooped up. Like, so it's really going down. They're out there grabbing people, and they're checking to see if you're supposed to be here after they grab you, not when they grab you.
Well, they're not compliant with their own rules. So the rules
No.
are that if you're in your home and they knock on your door, you don't have to open your door. They're supposed to have a warrant. They're not showing warrants. They're not supposed to be doing any of the things that they're doing, but because they know they can do it without consequence,
Because the
they're
people don't know
taking
their rights.
matters into their own hands.
The people don't know their rights, first of all, and then second of all, they're scared.
Well, some people know their rights.
But
Some
they're
people
scared.
know their
I
rights,
know I'm
but
saying as a
but they're
whole.
not being executed. So it really,
Yeah.
even if you know it,
That's true.
if they're not acting and according to what the guidelines and the law says,
Mhm.
then where's your fight?
Yeah.
Because win is not on your side.
And not at all. It's like one of those things where you just have to hope and pray that they just don't grab you, or because like the one guy they grabbed, and he was a citizen. And then they didn't want to let him back over here because they was talking about he had a record.
It's a sad thing. So kudos to the Texas Dems. Y'all always got to hey, if we have to put you in Simeon's basement, y'all got a place to stay. If we have to put y'all in Simeon's basement, Fly Guy bring you some cornbread and water, put that through the crawl space.
He better bring the cornbread and water, because if I'm housing you, I'm not going to be the one feeding you.
But next on deck, Chicago, because guess what? He said he's dispatching the National Guard to Chicago.
I saw that. Yes.
So what y'all gonna do? Man. Lights out, Shy City. What we gonna do? Hey. We gonna stand up or we gonna fight back? What are we gonna do? Now, I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating radical. I'm not advocating for any of that. But what I am saying is we are not the target. Your problem is not with us.
Right.
Because Chicago's crime is down. Chicago is functioning. We're doing what our government and our leadership is leading this city in a right direction. He's going after blue states. He's going after sanctuary cities. He's going after people that don't think like him.
He coming out, man, trying to tap people on their forehead with, you know what? He trying to be us.
It's not going to work. It's going to end up being, and I hate to say it, it's either going to be a race war or civil war. It's something that's going to jump off under this man.
You know what he means when he says make America great again? Look at Fly Guy and I, and everybody on here that look like us. They want slavery back. They do.
Oh,
they really do. But I got something to tell you. I'll be like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass and all them, because I ain't going.
Call me Nat, baby, because it ain't my turn.
I ain't going.
Call me Nat, because it ain't my turn.
I do my Malcolm X on you. See that? You see that finger on it?
By any means necessary.
Stop
August
playing.
is Black Business Month, Simbo. How can we better support Black-owned businesses? Now, we have relationships with all kind of businesses and all kind of companies, and I believe in supporting bigger and better Black-owned businesses. Yeah. I'm proud to say my dentist is Black. She has her own practice. My eye doctor, my ophthalmologist, he's Black.
I remember we talked
he
about
has
this,
his own practice. And I think that we have to think back to what Tulsa was and how Tulsa became and got started.
Think about the Black Wall Street. Yes.
Exactly. That's Tulsa.
Yes.
Black Wall Street. Yes. So August, it's almost like Black History Month.
Yes.
You know, we first started out with Black History Week. And then we have Black History Month, but it's the shortest month of the year.
And don't let
it's February. It's 28 days in February.
Don't let us get 27 days.
Hey, okay. So how can we roll this out and make this something that we are intentionally conscious about? How many Black-owned businesses do you support?
A lot.
You support a lot.
Yeah,
so you go to a lot of Black-owned restaurants.
I always go to Black-owned restaurants and clothing. If it's not my brand, I try to support some Black brands that I know. I'm always trying to do that because I have my friend Kenya. She has a store on 35th and King Drive, and just different restaurants, and even our buddy he supports your local weed man, and it's but my thing is this: marijuana is legal now. So now, if you have a Black person,
medical marijuana,
no marijuana,
recreational marijuana. So you can bag your dime bag off the corner. It's okay.
It's legal.
Okay.
Go down on Madison and Pulaski. You'll see them out there like this, selling packs.
You modulate. You modulate.
The police don't do nothing.
Don't get excited because your habit can be cured.
Put it to you like this: Black folks ain't got to worry about going to jail for smoking weed on the street no more. Man, they used to lock people up for one joint. Right. I know this because I was the cops, and I hated when they did this. I'm like, y'all can't do that on my watch. One joint, how you gonna lock somebody up? Put them in jail, fingerprint them, and wait for their fingerprints to clear to the next day.
So the dude selling weed on the street is considered a Black-owned business.
Pretty much.
You brought him into this equation.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about reputable business. You talking about the street pharmaceutical man.
Hey,
the street pharmaceutical man is a reputable business.
We talking about weed. We talking about weed. We ain't talking about crack. We ain't talking about cocaine.
What difference do it make? It's drugs.
Marijuana
is drugs.
You get marijuana prescribed to you as medication, brother. And I'm probably sure they probably try to just prescribe it to you, but you wouldn't take it because you make you crazy. So you ain't gonna do it. but it's medicine.
Okay, it's medicine,
When I
and
had
that's
my
where
when I
you
had my
go.
elbow surgery, let me
That's
tell you
why you
something.
go to
I
the
smoked a joint
cannabis.
one day and that pain was gone.
That was all in your head. That was all in your head.
Hey,
That was
look,
all in your
hey, Wanda, the
head.
pain was gone.
That's all in your
And it was
head.
medical
Just
marijuana
like
too.
when people smoke and
Might
they
I
start
ask?
hallucinating.
No,
They
see,
seeing what
that's
ain't there.
boy,
That's all in their
that's
head.
that ooh wee. We ain't talking about that ooh wee. We
But
talking about regular marijuana.
I'm you still haven't explained to me how the street pharmaceutical man is a reputable black-owned business,
Well,
man.
I would okay, here. Would you rather see him selling his dime bags on the street or robbing somebody?
What you would
I'm ask the
rather
question. Ask the question.
I would rather he get a real job.
Maybe he
I
can't.
would rather he get a real job, even if it was at a drive-through saying, "Welcome to Culver's, can I help you?"
Well,
Even if it were that.
well, we ain't got no Covers in the hood, so he can't do that.
Okay, well, he
They
can
they
go
even
out of
take
the
they even
hood,
took away them White Castles we had on the west side.
and that's the
There's
problem.
one left.
That's the problem right there. That's why the weed man who lives in the ghetto is not a reputable business
Wait,
person.
so but why
You
why the black
advocating
man
for
can't
that.
sell weed, but the white man can?
You advocating for. I'm not saying black,
I'm not
white,
advocating
otherwise.
for. I'm just
I'm
saying
not saying that a street
I'm not
pharmaceutical
going not.
person is a reputable business
I'm
owner,
not going
regardless of their
now.
culture.
Now, me personally, I'm not going to just drive down the street and pick up the weed off the street. I'm going to go to the dispensary, or I'm gonna call a plug.
That part right there.
That's
you
it.
should be going to the dispensary. Then didn't I just say that? Didn't I say
I'm
that?
gonna call a plug.
Didn't I say
And
that?
I bet you flag. I bet you got a couple of plugs. Don't try to act
Dude,
like you don't.
I don't
You
have
don't know
no
nobody
plugs.
sell weed.
I do not.
You don't know nobody
I
sell
literally,
weed.
I do
Do you know
not.
anybody that
I don't
smoke
know
weed?
drug dealers.
Do you know
I
anybody that
don't know
smoke weed?
drug dealers. I don't know people that.
Hey, look, do you know anybody that smoke weed?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
know people that smoke it, but they don't sell it.
Have
So
you ever,
I don't
have you
know
ever tried
drug
it?
dealers.
Have you ever tried it?
Probably in 1983.
No, he was 65.
It is time for person to person. And person to
Oh,
person
man.
is the time of the show where we talk about a situation. And we would love to have your input on this. 708-223-8953 is the number to holler at us at 708-223-8953. And tonight's person to person letter appears to be a rebuttal.
I like this one.
Here it is.
I like this one.
What's up, Real Talk? This letter comes as a message of thanks with appreciation. I'm writing to say thank you for the solid advice you guys offered me during the month of April. I submitted my letter to Real Talk during the month of April. At that time, I allowed myself to be vulnerable, sharing my shattered self-esteem with myself and my insecurity with meeting women. I'm not sure if you guys remember the nature of my letter. I explained how I used to love when women referred to me as Big Sexy back in the day when I was an athletic wrestler. After giving up the wrestling mat, my once manly swole physique turned fat and flabby. Women would see me but didn't want to be entertained by me. I was reluctant to go out in social environments. I considered going out in social environments a wasted night out. Well, fellas, I followed your advice about managing a low-cal diet and being more intentional with working out at Planet Fitness. Now things are looking up. I feel healthy. I like how my shirts fit, enhancing the definition of my masculine chest. And yes, the ladies are giving me smiles and play in return when I wink at them instead of turning their heads to avoid me. Real talk. Thank you. You guys really motivated me out of a funk. I feel good, I look good, and I am determined to do damn good for myself. Signed, my hope was just a real conversation away. Now that's an inspirational letter. Thank you. My hope was just a real conversation away. And I remember that letter. Sim, you remember that
I
letter?
remember the letter, but I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you one thing, dude. Don't you ever write us another letter talking about the definition of your chest.
Well, he's just excited about how
No,
he's
I
getting
don't care how
complimented.
excited you are. You don't talk. You don't tell two grown men about the definition of your chest. You could have kept that part to yourself.
Well, I don't think he meant no harm, bad brother. I think he just
Well, I'm just letting them
excited
know not to do
that
it again.
he just excited that he
Hey,
was-
Juan, he said the definition of my chest. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Who you
well,
talking to?
cause he excited. He
That-
got this man coming
hey,
around,
that
brother.
part of the letter was for Wanda, y'all. he was winking at Wanda because Wanda was in the studio when we did that.
You know, this dude
He
got to
trying to
make
get every woman
he
he
got to
can.
make everything so personal
Hey
and
man, I'm
literal.
just saying.
He
Hey,
just excited
hey,
about the brother is
just
excited
do me
that he
that.
coming back into form.
Hey,
He ain't say I want you all to look at my chest. He
hey.
talking about how he look
No,
in the
but the
mirror.
letter was addressed to us.
The letter
We
is
had to read the letter.
okay,
I was
but the
cool with
letter is about
I
his
got uncomfortable at that
situationship,
part.
brother. It's not about you. It's about his
Well,
situationship. Remove Simeon
I
from
just
the
asked the
equation
question. If I
and
could,
make.
no, definitely send Wanda pictures at
He didn't
intellectualradio.com.
send no. He didn't send pictures. He didn't send none of that. He just said how
I'm surprised.
when he
He probably
walked
thought
past the
about it.
mirror, his self-esteem
Hey,
is no longer shattered because we get. And you was the one that told him to
I
get the low-cal
I
diet.
bet you he thought about sending pictures too. I
He
bet you
probably
he
didn't
thought
think
about it.
about sending pictures. Now,
He That's why he didn't send it. That's why he didn't send it. Because he know I would have got him if you'd have sent the picture.
no, we don't need pictures.
I would have ripped the hair
We
off
don't
his
need
chest.
you gave us enough visual, but you didn't have to send pictures. But I'm
He
just happy.
He was
I'm
very
just happy that he's there.
descriptive.
I'm just happy that the brother
No, but
is there.
real talk.
That's a feel good moment that we reached him. That he trusted us to advocate for him and to offer him some sound and solid advice. As brothers, we were his brother's keeper, and we did what we wanted to do. We encouraged him.
And I think the most important thing about a Fly Guy, it's real talk. You guys know I always play devil's advocate or crack jokes and things like that, just to, break up the monotony. But we told him this because the most important thing was it's about you. As long as you can feel comfortable with yourself, as long as you can be happy with yourself, as long as you can have the confidence that you need to do what you need to do, everything else will fall in place. Do it for yourself first. You got to be selfish. If you can't love yourself, if you can't push yourself, if you can't motivate yourself, you can't do it for anybody else or expect someone else to do it for you. So I think the thing that he found his confidence, he took our advice and he got on top of it and he changed his lifestyle. And I think that's a real cool thing. So kudos to you, brother.
Now, Simeon, how do you keep that going? So now he's feeling good. He obviously has reached the goal or is almost at the goal,
You just got to stay
whatever
on
the
it.
goal is. But is that temporary? Because
No.
that has to become a lifestyle.
Yeah, don't get complacent. And it's one of those things. Let me tell you something.
Because when we diet,
and it's not
we
about dieting.
diet. No, I'm just telling you how the average person
Yeah,
thinks. So you work out, you a fitness trainer, you into that. But the average person that says, I'm gonna lay off the sweets for now. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
eat meat or whatever it is.
Or they're gonna
And
do it
then
for
we
Lent.
do it. There you go. So that's a temporary standstill.
Yeah.
You're holding off in a holding pattern for only so long. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you're gonna land the plane back at the porterhouse. You're gonna land the plane back at Medea's pound cake.
Man.
So how do you do these things and still enjoy your vice, but keep maintaining that size that you're at?
You have to decide. You have to decide what you want for yourself. That's what it is. If you want to live long, if you want to be healthy, you have to decide what you want for yourself. And that's and I'm speaking to myself. I'm being transparent. It's one of those things where a good friend and I, we were talking and we just said, you got to lock in. You have to lock in and you have to decide, hey, I'm going to be healthy for me first. Because if I'm healthy for me, I can be healthy for you. I can be healthy for my family. I can be healthy for the people that I help.
Exactly.
So the thing is, you have to make a decision. And really, I can honestly say this, and this is after years and years of working and trying. It's not hard. You just have to do it. And you do have to prepare.
But it might be hard for some people.
But listen, that's you have to prepare. You have to prepare. And sometimes you can take the most simplest meals and it's just eating for nourishment. And then every now and again, if you want to go out to eat and things, that's cool. But during the week, you make your salads, you make your salmon or your whitefish or your chicken, your rice, your beans, your Greek yogurt, your oatmeal, your eggs, and things like that. You have those things. You can eat a piece of toast in the morning with 3 boiled eggs or 2 scrambled eggs and a couple pieces of turkey bacon. And then you take, and it's like you're eating just to sustain yourself, and you're not overeating, you're not overindulging, but you're eating. And here's something for you guys to understand. Do you realize that a lot of people think missing meals helps them lose weight? No, it doesn't. You need to eat in order to lose weight. When you miss a lot of meals, your body goes into starvation mode. So what happens is every time you eat something, your body is holding on to it for dear life. But when you can eat in moderations and eat portions, you are feeding your metabolism and it's burning fat and you can lose weight. Am I right?
That's good. And that's
Okay.
why I asked,
Is that
because I
right?
wanted to get into the gut of that. I want you to help somebody
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
somebody else is struggling with that. He
Yes.
was bold enough to write in about
Yeah.
it. But people struggle with weight all the
And it's
time.
time for Black
You
people
know,
to be more serious and more serious and conscious about what we put in our body, especially as we get older. And then you need to really be conscious because too many people have high blood pressure, diabetes, my sugar and all this. We gotta get it under control.
exactly. And in addition to that, like this writer said, he feels good, he feels healthy.
Yeah.
And so, how you feel about yourself will allow you to dive deeper
Yeah.
into that. I know it can be a challenge, it can be a struggle, especially when you just starting
Yeah. Oh
and you're
yeah.
thinking about what you compromising and what you have to give up
Hmm.
and what you're used to doing.
Hmm.
You have to not so much focus on what you're giving up, but look ahead. See, we regress a lot.
No,
You
focus on
can't
life.
regress.
Focus on life.
Progress. Look forward. Look forward to a healthy you. Look
Yes.
forward to a thinner you. Look forward to lower blood pressure.
Hmm.
Look forward to all of those things. And then that will help you continue to push forward. You got to push. You
Yep.
got to keep going. You got to be resilient. You got to be persevering. You have to be motivated. And you don't have to wait for anybody to tell you that you need to do these things.
Right.
When you walk past a mirror, the only reflection you see is the reflection of yourself.
Hey, let me tell you something, fellas. Let me help y'all. If you standing up in the bathroom, fellas, and you look down and you can't see what God gave you, it's time to make a change.
And on that note, I'm going to say stay woke, stay motivated.
Am I
Because
lying? Man, look. Hey, they gonna write it next time. I can see it, Simbo. I can see it now.
Going from rags to riches is real. So rags to riches, as we know, Simeon, that was a big show like in the 80s and 90s, going from rags to riches.
Stop, Fly Guy.
It was.
I don't know
Yes,
about
you
that
do.
show in the 80s.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I-
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know about Sesame Street?
Everybody knows about Sesame
Okay,
Street.
well then, you know
But I
about
don't know about
rags
no-
to riches.
No,
you
I
know about
don't.
pimp
What
my
is
back.
that?
You know about pimp my ride.
No, I don't even know that.
Yes, you do.
Who did that? Who
Yeah,
did
you
that
do.
show?
You know about MTV?
Nah, I know about the MTV.
Okay. He tried to act like he was born last night.
No,
You was
no,
born at night.
night.
That part, dude. Stay woke, stay motivated, because going from rags to riches is good. So, at Real Talk, we offer the motivation. We want to inspire. Simeon said early on, follow your dreams, keep that narrative going. We are narrative changers. So, it doesn't matter what the
Yes.
world thinks of you or how the world sees you. How do you see yourself? Prejudice is real. All prejudice is to prejudge. People make an opinion or foster an opinion of who you might be, not knowing who you are. So it's important for you to show the world and give the world the best version of you. Now, I'm going to name a few people that went from rags to riches who you probably wouldn't suspect ever had a rag time.
I bet you I could name the first one you're gonna name.
Who?
It's a lady.
What's her name?
O.W.
O.W. Oprah Winfrey. The first Winfrey.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty in Mississippi, experiencing hardships and abuse, but she went on to build a media empire,
Yes.
including her own OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network, television network, and a large book club. Oprah Winfrey is one of the wealthiest people in the world. And when you look at your struggles, you too can overcome. We look at people that are otherwise unattainable and think that could never be us. Well, that could be you.
Yeah. What's one of the favorite famous lines that had to do with Oprah from The Color Purple?
What did she say? What was her line in The Color Purple?
No, she didn't say
you
that.
told Harpo to beat me.
Right, that was a good one. And then what the lady said to Harpo said, "Who that woman is, Harpo?" Who that said?
No, she said she ain't
Who
nothing but
that?
a big old
She ain't
heifer.
nothing but a heifer.
And
Heifer.
Oprah stole on her like she
Oprah-
did Miss
Oprah
Millie.
knocked that girl into the damn lagoon.
Like she did Miss Millie. But Oprah Winfrey is responsible for the remake of The Color Purple.
Of course.
With Taraji.
Of course.
J.K. Rowling, he faced welfare and single motherhood. Rowling persevered. What did Fly Guy say? Resilience and what? Perseverance. To create the globally successful series that everybody has seen, known as Harry Potter.
What's that?
Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling created
No, I'm just joking.
Harry Potter. Andrew Carnegie started from a poor immigrant background. The same people that Donald Trump trying to get rid of, the immigrants, the migrants, the we don't wants. He started from a poor immigrant background and became a titan of the steel industry and a prominent philanthropist. For being philanthropic is necessary. That is how we monetarily and economically support the structure and strategies of things going on. And the last one I will share is none other than the masked comedian man himself, Jim Carrey. The comedian's family struggled financially, leading to periods of homelessness. Now, this man was homeless. If anybody saw the movie The Mask and anything else that Jim Carrey was in, Jim Carrey was big, especially in the 90s. He famously wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services before he became famous and later achieved that level of success. He wrote that check to himself to motivate himself. So write that on your whiteboard. Man, write yourself a check.
Guy, I got
Zell
the chills.
Fake Zell yourself $10 million.
I got the chills. My motivational video tomorrow is about visualizing your purpose and what you want to do. How you have to take that dream. And that's what he visualized it.
Exactly.
It's write the picture down, make it plain, write it down, make a note. I'm doing a brand new vision board this week, and you have to write it down. You have to set these goals, and then you have to lock in. And that's that right there, hearing that.
And that's real talk.
Man,
that could be you.
And look, remember I told you, look, see, one of the Spanish people, what they call me, Simon.
That's okay. We believe you.
Mr. Simon.
We believe you.
Hey, what's up, Martin? ¿Qué pasó, hermano?
Real Talk Sports. Sim, Shaq Cubs has bragging rights because they took the trophy for the Crosstown Classic.
Not only that, Fly Guy, something much bigger than that. The Cubs are in second place.
Oh, congratulations.
And guess what, Fly Guy? Last week, I got to go to the Cubs game. I got pictures. And we were sitting right down there by the field. It was super dope. We knew the people. We was kicking it with the white people.
Oh my God, kicking it with the white. See how urban he is. He was kicking it with the white.
There's only black people right there. I mean, but it was really cool.
The only chip on the cookie.
Exactly. Like, Danny, I got one chip on this cookie. Actually two. But they are in second place, Fly Guy. So not only did they win the Crosstown Classic, but they are in second place right now behind the Milwaukee Bruins.
That's good because the Chicago Cubs are keeping that momentum going and honoring Ryan Sandberg.
Yes, they honored him. That he did the 7-inning stretch.
Ryan Sandberg just died.
No, when?
Ryan Sandberg
did.
Ryan Sandberg died.
Sutcliffe did it. Sutcliffe did it. Sorry. Sutcliffe. It was another white guy.
We're gonna have. So I see we're gonna have to have a pre-show before the show. We're gonna have to have a pre-show before the show.
I got excited.
I'm thinking, my brother.
Sutcliffe.
What are you talking about?
Sutcliffe did the 7th-inning stretch.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But the Chicago Cubs are attributing their success as they are honoring Ryan Sandberg. Now, Ryan Sandberg recently passed away. Yes. He suffered from prostate cancer, but he was a second base Hall of Famer. He was a 10-time All-Star.
What was his number?
He won. I don't know what his number was. You tell
23.
All right. There's something about that number 23. That number 23. Man, he won the National League MVP in 1984. He, in addition to playing for the Cubs, he also played for the Philadelphia Phillies, Rhino won 9 Gold Glove awards and 7 Silver Slugger trophies,
Mhm.
and now he is known as an angel over Wrigley Field.
Yes, Rhino was the man.
He really, really was. Simbo, Shannon Sharp is not returning to ESPN due to sexual assault charges. Now,
Wait, what do you mean?
Shannon,
Time out. What do you mean? What sexual assault charges?
that's why he ain't coming back, because he was like, that woman accused him
Because
of sexual assault.
you talking about
The ESPN is done.
the face. What is it called? What is it?
The ESPN is done with Shannon
know, but
Sharp.
what's
There
the-
is no more
What's the
Shannon Sharp on
OnlyFans? The
ESPN.
OnlyFans girl.
Whoever she was, that's the sexual assault charge. Yes.
No, but
The
it was
sexual assault
but
charge.
it wasn't founded. It wasn't. He wasn't found guilty of any sexual assault charges because all of the evidence showing their
He
text
will not
messaging
be
back
back
and forth.
on ESPN.
I get that, but don't.
I think that
but you got to.
what has to no, that's what it go to the news.
No,
and you'll
I
see
know
the
that, but
same.
I
You
know
will
that.
see the same headline
Thank
because
you,
it's in
Apple.
the news.
Thank you, Apple.
These
for
are
the road.
this is not the language according to Fly Guy.
Mhm.
This is the language according to the news. So Shannon Sharp is not returning to ESPN
Mhm.
because of that. Because Shannon Sharp, first of all, there's a lot of issues
Yeah.
going on with Shannon Sharp, as you know. There was that video on Instagram.
with Michelle.
Well, whoever she was, and
Who,
once
Michelle?
again, nobody goes live in the middle of sex.
First of all, hey ladies, if a man is sounding like a grizzly bear doing sex, you might want to get out the room.
What you mean sounding like a
He
grizzly
was like,
bear?
Michelle.
Oh, you heard? See, I didn't listen to it.
I didn't know if Freddy Krueger was in there or not. Because
I didn't listen to it.
You remember Nightmare on Elm Street?
I do remember Nightmare on Elm
I
Street,
don't.
but I didn't listen to it. I didn't want to hear the man.
Wait, why? Okay, Fly Guy.
I didn't
It's
want to hear the
news.
man.
It's stuff we need.
I don't want to
hear.
hear. No, I don't want to hear him in his sexcapade.
But
I'm
everybody
trying
heard
to hear
Fly
that.
Guy, everybody heard it, but you.
Because I'm not
and Wanda.
interested.
Everybody heard it, but you and Wanda.
Yes, ESPN did let Shannon Sharp go.
Yeah,
He was officially fired after settling a lawsuit related to sexual assault allegations.
But we knew
So
he wasn't
once
coming
again,
back.
this is not according to the Fly Guy. This is according to current and relevant news. Done for. Been there, done for. So what are we gonna do about the Bears, dude?
What do you mean we're going to
Arlington Heights? Are they or aren't they?
I don't think they're going. When are they going to go? They've been talking about this for years.
You tell me, sportscaster.
But they've been talking about this for years. I've learned that with the Bears, I only believe it when I see it. Just like they say, oh, we got all these good picks. We're going to be good this year. Let's let the season play out first, buddy. Because we won 4 games in a row, and then we lost 10.
Are you fair weather?
No, I'm not. I am a realist.
Well,
That's
I'm
all.
hoping that
I'm a
hoping
realist.
that the Bears have the better season. But Mayor Brandon Johnson said if the Bears go to Arlington Heights, that they need to stop using the name Chicago Bears.
Why?
Because they're not in Chicago.
It's right outside
and Brandon
Chicago.
Johnson is in his feelings about this experience to begin
He
with.
just mad because they want to leave.
No, if they leave, they should. What, you Chicago Bears?
Yeah,
you're right. In Arlington Heights.
Arlington Heights.
But here's the deal: the flip side is, in all honesty, most cities, the NFL team is in a suburb.
It is. That is true. That is true.
Because I think the Dallas Cowboys is in Irvington, Texas. It's not in Dallas.
Irving, Texas.
Irving, Texas. Arlington.
Yeah,
so it's
is
not.
There Irvington? I don't think so.
It's not the team is not actually in the city. Chicago had that luxury, but Brandon Johnson has told them, if you go out of here, you leave that name here.
I feel
it's almost like Ike and Tina. You know what? I want my name back.
You have to use that analogy.
I want my name
Ike
back.
and Tina. She deserved to keep that name.
She did deserve to keep her name, and she got to keep the name.
Shoot.
I think the Chicago Bears gonna get to keep theirs too. I don't think Brandon Johnson is up for that fight.
They don't even like him. So,
well, Brandon Johnson is gonna have enough fight on his hand when the
he needs to
National
worry about
Guard come to Chicago,
my God.
and everybody got a curfew.
He has bigger fish to fry,
dude. I'm telling you. So, talk to us about the NBA. What's going on?
Everybody knows that OKC won the championship this year. They took it. SGA got the MVP. He was the league's leading scorer as well as the MVP for the finals, and they won. That's one of the, I think, the second time, or it hasn't been done a lot, where that one person won all of the got all the accolades and won a championship as well. But we are tipping off the 2025-26 season Tuesday, October 21st. We have the Houston Rockets playing OKC, and we have
Dun, dun, dun,
my
dun.
boy LeBron playing my boy Stephon Curry on at 10 p.m. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be on Peacock. Make sure you guys tune in. I'm ready. I saw I saw a
Who you
video
think gonna
today.
make it all the way? Just give a random
You know
guess.
what?
Who you think gonna go
It's
all
hard.
the way?
I think all four of these teams are going to be in the playoffs.
Do you?
Yep. I think Houston, OKC, Golden State, and the Lakers are going to be in the playoffs this year.
I think Houston will
No,
definitely.
all of them. All of them will. You tell me.
That was your opinion, and I have mine.
Well, you tell me why OKC or Golden State or the Lakers won't be.
I'm not suggesting that they won't. I just said that I know Houston definitely will be.
Why Houston? What do you know
Durant.
that we don't know? Because Durant went to Houston. Durant better sit his
That's
old
why.
BDB head ass
That's
down.
why. But Houston,
No,
they play
the
hard, and I believe they will. The OKC probably will be there as well. I don't know if the Lakers has that much fight in them without LeBron.
What do you mean without LeBron? He's playing.
Let me finish my statement.
Oh.
If LeBron gets injured or something, then I don't know that the Lakers can carry themselves
LeBron ain't
to that
gonna get hurt.
extent. However, Houston definitely will be there. OKC will definitely be there. But
LeBron is a unicorn.
I am right. I didn't know that Indiana was going last year. That was kind of a shock that the Pacers went that way. But Halliburton is out. I think Halliburton is still injured.
He's out for the whole season.
He's out for the whole season.
Yeah,
That's what I
Achilles,
said. That's what I
He's
thought.
out. Dame Lillard is out. Someone else is. Oh, Kyrie Irving is out, and it's like 3 or 4 players that went out with Achilles.
Not good.
Major players.
Not good. So
Jason Tatum.
With
the ball.
Boston, that's my dude.
Boston definitely ain't going nowhere without him.
That's my dude, Jay Tatum. That's the fatherhood role model. He takes his son everywhere. That's a cool dude. Give us a motivational message, Simbo.
Because I used to take my son everywhere too.
You see how every time we
I'm just saying, don't do that.
Somebody,
don't make
it seem like to come back.
Don't make it seem like it's only one good daddy in the world.
Jason Tatum is dead. Happy Father's Day, Jason Tatum, early on.
It's because
Happy Father's Day. I got some cigars from you from Ralph's.
I'm going to give it to you. Courtesy of me, brother. You are a great father.
Simbo, give us some motivational messages. We get ready to close out, brother.
Is this my phone or yours? Oh, that's your phone. The motivation is this. Whatever it is that you're dreaming to do, go after that dream. Fight for it. Work for it, believe in it, and take your time to go do it. Don't give up. Don't look at what people are saying. Block out the doubters, block out the haters and the naysayers, and look in the mirror and go after it. Lock in. Do what you need to do to be successful, because at the end of the day, it begins with you and it ends with you. So be symbolic, simply your best, because when you're deeply rooted, you will grow. It's like seed time and harvest. When you plant the seed, you water the seed, you give it sunlight, you talk to it, you cultivate it, you walk away, and one day you come back and poof, it sprouted up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support, your hearts. Appreciate you and love you.
Much love. Much love. When you have haters, that means you're doing something right.
Say that, brother.
Keep doing it. Keep them haters in your pocket. You know, you keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Remember, there are 2 types of people in the world, ordinary and extraordinary. A great sportsman once told me the only difference between the two are those of us that are willing to do a little extra. God bless.
Real Talk Podcast on IntellectualRadio.com. Make sure you keep tuning in live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Peace.
Talk to God. He is always looking forward to hearing from you.
Hey, okay, Deacon. Peace, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all.